Yeah, I don't think you can create that. You can't rule by fear. Right? You can't create this fear that just because you left the company you'll be treated very differently. Then you should be clear about your ESOP policy, dictating that and having an exercise period which is very harsh, and or having them lapse. If you have the courage, do that. Then no, you can't change the rules of the game midway, right? So if they believe they're vested, then they're vested as much as somebody who joined. You can't have somebody who joined 2 years ago, and they just look at the theoretical abstraction of that. 2 years ago, they vested. So half their stock that you granted them because it was a 4 year schedule, and somebody worked their butt off for 5 years, left, they were fully vested, and just because they left 6 months ago before this event, does it suddenly not get any upside? That doesn't seem fair, right? So I feel like if you want these kind of policy rigidity to be applied to different classes of employees, etc., that clarity should be there upfront. You should be transparent about that if you have the courage. Otherwise, once that event happens, you can't suddenly treat different groups of people differently.
So, just to summarize, so long as there is clarity at the point when the plan is designed, it's fine to make slight discriminations between different categories of people, but
Yes.
that discrimination should not be made at the point when liquidity is being offered if it was never discussed before.
That's correct. Because how is the right different from if I went IPO, and if those rights were identical between me and a current employee, and the current employee who's 2 years old and 4 years old. So whatever principle applies at that juncture should be the same principle. You can't suddenly change the rules of the game.